did we meet?
At the theater. We met at the theater. First time I saw you was at the theater. I was going to see a friend. You were in the ticket booth. She was in the ticket booth.
Wearing my little uniform.
Wearing a little uniform, her bob hair. Her short bob hair.
Now.
It's a lot longer now.
And then, so we'd seen each other. Because I'd seen you. And you had seen me.
She had hung out with my band and I a few times.
But then when we really met,
Yeah.
was I saw you come into the theater and you just looked terrible.
Yeah. I gotta tell you the truth. I mean, when I met you in my life, I don't have good luck when it comes to meeting people who aren't total dicks. So I was pretty distraught at that point. I had, a fiance had called off our engagement or whatever, and I thought the world was over and I'm never gonna meet the girl I want to be with. I want to meet a girl that want to be with me.
Yeah.
And I went into that theater depressed. I came out the happiest guy on the face.
You were definitely down.
I was sad, and then
I was like, what could I do? I didn't really feel like there was anything that I could do, but it just felt like maybe there was something. So I took a courtesy cup of water in, and I just asked him if he wanted any water, and he said yes. And honestly, that was the moment when we just kind of knew you were the one for me, I was the one for you.
I just have never in my life had a girl be so tender and wanting to help me without me doing anything. And it was like, that's what I needed. Someone who doesn't complicate anything at all. Sits down, gives me a cup of water, and hangs out with me. And I was in the worst movie.
You've been hanging out ever since?
The worst movie ever made.
No, I don't know about that.
I don't know about the worst movie. That was pretty terrible movie.
Pretty terrible.
I was in the Island of Dr. Moreau, the remake they put out, and the Island of Dr. Moreau, and that was a dreadful movie, so I wasn't paying attention to it at all. I was just sad and wanted somewhere to sit, and they let me into the auditorium and just sit, and then you came in. And I saw her little bob haircut and as a silhouette standing there in the doorway of the auditorium, and she came in and sat.
That's Bentley.
That's Bentley.
He's our watchdog. Yeah, you're our watchdog. Oh my goodness,
boy.
he's so loud.
Good boy. You're very loud. Oh, good boy. Come here. Come here.
Come here, come here, come here.
Come here.
Come on. Come here. Oh, that's our goodest boy.
You want to say hi?
You want to come up here?
You want to say hi? Come on.
What up?
Yeah.
This is Bentley. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy.
So nice.
Oh,
he gave such a good kiss.
He's such a good boy.
Such a good boy. Very good boy.
He's such a good boy.
So, after that, we just hung out a lot. And we talked a lot. And it was kind of a funny time though, because it was the summer after I had graduated high school. And I was absolutely not looking for a relationship. I was going to be going down to college in the fall, and that summer was just sort of, get prepared, get my stuffs, and then I was going to move down to go to college, and I was totally thinking I'd meet someone there, and
She didn't.
I didn't. I did go down to college for a little bit, but
in a way, so did I.
Yeah, but we wanted to spend every moment together. So we spent as much time as we could. And
I drove 2 hours every Friday.
Yep, every Friday.
Every Friday.
Pick me up after my last
Pick her up
class.
from school and then drive 2 hours back to Portland. And
we'd spend the weekends hanging out. And
we'd
then
spend the weekend together, hang out.
Monday morning before my first class, you'd drive me back.
Monday morning I would drive back.
And then you go
And
to work.
It was
drive
the saddest moment of my life. I had to go back to work. I hated it.
It was really rough.
She would be sitting there in her dorm window.
Skipped my Monday class.
I see her, I get on the freeway, and I see her sitting in her dorm window, waving goodbye to me, and it was just a heartbreaking thing to do over and over and over. So
felt like something out of the movies.
So finally, she just decided to get out of school and come live with us.
And back then, it feels like a long time ago. Back then, we didn't have like just cell phones to just call and talk and all that kind of stuff. Everything cost money. And so in order for us to talk on the phone, which we did all the time, it cost money. Every single phone call, every single minute was some charge. And so anyway, we had quite a phone bill.
A friend of mine
after that
paid that phone bill as a gift. I think it was like a wedding gift or something like that. Because I'm pretty much just rang up his phone bill because I was living in his apartment for a short time, and well,
yeah, mine was getting charged to my school account.
So it was like we had all this money we owed on a phone bill, and luckily my friend gave it to us as a wedding present.
So then, I was only down there for a term because it just didn't make any sense for me to continue school down there, and it was for journalism, and I'm so grateful that I did not pursue journalism. It's really got some wickedness all throughout. So anyway, very thankful to not have done that. But yeah, we got engaged that November. So the year we met, the year we got engaged, and then the following August of the following year we got married. So we were young.
Very young.
But for us, it was just, I never want to be without you. I never want to spend a day without you. That's how we went
around all the time, and
it was like being apart
all the time.
Yeah, being apart was never an option, and so it just didn't make any sense to wait. Why? For us, it was like, well, why wait 2 more years to get married when we want to get married now? So
let's just go. We're kind of like, let's just go through all the rights and wrongs of life and do everything. Just stay together.
Yeah.
Just be together and do it. You know, wouldn't it be better to have someone with you doing the dumb shit you're gonna do? Which is kind of what we did.
Yeah.
You know?
In a lot of ways, we grew up together.
Yeah.
I mean, in a lot of ways, because in your 20s, you go through all kinds of stuff, trying to figure yourself out, trying to figure life out, trying to figure all kinds of stuff out. But if you grow together, you grow stronger together.
I was a few years older than Chrissy.
Still are.
Oh, still are. I'm 3 years older than her. But in a lot of ways, it's like she's more mature than me, and that helped me to grow as a man.
Well, I remember when we met too, one of the very first things that really struck me about Andy was just the way he talks. And I knew I had never known anybody that's just something about the way he talked, what he said, how he presented himself, just what he, I don't know, everything about it. And it was different to me, and I knew that was right for me, and I knew I would never meet anyone else like him again, and I haven't, and I don't think I will. So,
likewise.
I just feel very blessed that.
Likewise.
Thank you, sweetie. I feel very blessed that we met, and I feel very blessed that we get to experience life together. wow, have we? And there's still so much to come, and that's exciting too. So looking forward to that. But yeah, I so this was back before like digital reader boards on the movies, and there was one night when all I wanted to do, they would screen the movies on Thursday nights before they opened on Friday, just to make sure there wasn't anything glitchy or wrong with the prints or anything like that. And so I really, really wanted to stay and watch the movies. Andy was going to be there too. And for some really, really weird reason, the manager said no. I don't even know why. I don't know what the reason was. I had done this many times before, many times after, so I don't know what was different about this night. But anyway, so I was so frustrated. And I still had to change out the letters on the reader boards for the movies, so I had to swap out the previous weeks and put on the new ones. And I remember just like I was mad. I just remember being mad and taking the letters and just like banging them as hard as I could onto the reader board. And I just remember Andy there laughing at me.
Yeah, I wanted her to stay for the movie.
So we got to hang out as much as we could even then. Like even in moments where we couldn't, we still just tried to soak up time together.
I was really bummed that night. I was like, what?
But
why in the world wouldn't you be able to stay?
We have made up for.
We have made up for
maybe that, because we have watched a lot of movies.
A lot of movies.
But
we watched a lot of movies. A lot. It's fun. So anyway, so we do have. We kind of joke about it, like maybe I don't know, 70% of just things we say throughout the day are movie quotes, and don't even like kind of realize that that's what's happening. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I've said regular words in a half an hour, but here we go. So anyway, and then we'll watch movies that we've seen a million times before. We'll watch them again and we'll be like, oh my gosh, we quote this all the time. That happens a lot.
Was alone with you, or running where I go away. I won't go. Like, share, subscribe.